since Hero's here. Say hello, Hero.
Hey, Hero.
Dang. How's it going, YouTube? And welcome to a new episode of First Timers. Now today I'm going to be working on the 70 El Camino, and I'm going to be installing a 1411 750 Edelbrock carburetor. Now keep in mind, it's not new. It was new like last year. I ended up putting this inside my 69 Charger, but I'm gonna end up going back to the Demon carb. So I do plan to do a rebuild on this bad boy here. So I have my old school Demon, Barry Grant Demon carb. I do want to put it back in and actually have that up and working in the Charger. But I was like, well, since I have a newer carb, why not just throw it in the El Camino? Right now, I have an issue where I'm trying to start the El Camino and it's just like da-da-da-da-da. So the goal is to put the Edelbrock carb in and see if that'll stop it. I'm pretty sure it might have maybe like a leak or leaky gasket on the original carb that's in there. Obviously it's not the original motor, so I'm not too concerned with that motor just because it looks like it was probably out of a base model Corvette back in the day. So why not just throw this Edelbrock on and have it actually fire up and start and move around. I know you guys are probably going, well, why are you pulling it out of the Charger? Right now I have the trunk cut out, so the gas tank is out and all that fun stuff, and we just ran fuel lines on that. We'll be actually uploading those videos if you guys want to go and take a look at the 69 Charger build. We haven't, like I said, we haven't started posting a lot of the videos, but we'll start doing that. And if you're seeing this video a little later, definitely go up in the upper right hand corner and check it out and see, check out those videos. But anyway guys, we'll jump into it, and yeah, here we go. Alright guys, so this isn't really going to be a how-to video, but we're going to just talk about some of the struggles that we had when we were installing this. Now keep in mind, Hero wasn't with me on day one when I was doing this, but I did have a little bit of an issue, and I'll talk about that a little later. It just pretty much has to do with the carburetor fitting onto a Q-Jet manifold, or intake I should say. But so far, like I said, it was very easy to remove, just 4 bolts, take it right off, and I was able to take it off pretty quick and easy. Now vacuum lines and other things that are installed you have to remove, as well as throttle cables. And as you can see here, when I'm on the El Camino side, I put in that Spectra throttle cable universal adapter just because I couldn't find a factory one. And then I also needed to actually get a Quadrajet adapter to actually get this, like I said, to work. And I'll kind of showcase that in a little bit. Now, as far as the fuel line, tube cutter would have been best for this. I did not have one, so I just ended up using a little air hacksaw, and it made it work really nice. Now, the Q-Jet adapter that we had to put on was the 2696, and this will pretty much adapt the Edelbrock to any Q-Jet intake. Alright guys.
Alright.
So we finally finished.
Purrs like a kitten.
Yep, so I messed up one of the gaskets that I had, since I had it on my Charger. Was actually a different size gasket than the Q-Jet. So the hole was a little off towards the bottom. And so when Hero was here, it kind of sounded like an elephant when I started it.
Yeah, it sounded like an elephant.
And then obviously, I guess at the time that did that, it died, and then it wouldn't restart, and obviously it's out of fuel too. So
it's a big vacuum leak.
Yeah,
about that big.
Yeah, so it was gnarly. So the moment that I pulled it off and I saw it, and I was like, dang, how did I miss that? So obviously, it was a longer, it wasn't a long day, but it was just, I was trying to rush it, put it on, get it on, just so I can move it around and make it happy, and it's now happy.
It's happy.
Yeah, it's like you can hear it. You get the thing shaking, and this is like, oh.
I mean, earlier when we were trying to start the car, we had to use the starter fluid, but it would start and then die.
Yeah,
so we were just thinking maybe it wasn't getting enough fuel, so filling up the tank, do a couple starts, and then just hold the gas a little bit. Once the fuel started rolling through, boom, idled perfect.
And then I was able to start it again right after. I could wait a minute, 2 minutes, and it would fire right up the old carb. Crank it, it was done. Had to spray some spark fluid in it and then fire up. So,
so future projects or future jobs for this car.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Well, spark plugs, wires, obviously. Yellow wires. Not a fan of yellow, but that's all they had at the store.
All they had.
So I was like, okay.
He likes yellow.
AC Delco plugs.
Spark plugs.
So we'll be putting those guys in. Obviously, the motor isn't the factory motor in the car. So I'm using R44Ts, resistor 44.
It's a Corvette
plugs.
motor.
Yeah.
Corvette 350.
Yeah, so I think they're saying like 70 some odd. So
75 easy.
yeah, 74, 75. Yeah. So obviously, there you go. That will be in there. Now the also what I'll be adding on there is this guy. Because obviously the other one was internally regulated up for the spring return.
What is that?
The spring holder for the. So then you can put the spring on there and it goes right back. So I'm excited about that. Mm-hmm. Now we do plan to rebuild the Demon. So the Demon here is off my Charger. Now this is a Barry Grant Demon, not a Holly Demon. Holly did purchase out. They did purchase out a Demon, and so obviously I'll probably get a rebuild kit from them just to go through it and clean it all up because it's kind of been sitting in the garage for now over a year. So pretty much just started leaking, and
that's gonna be fun.
And trying to find some parts at the time, I was like, it's quicker to buy a carburetor, so I bought a carburetor, and that's where I had that Edelbrock carburetor on for the time being. And I figured now was a good time than any to bolt it on the El Camino. And be like, all right, we're there, let's fire it up, we can move, and I get use out of this. Now, the sad part, this guy, there's like a little hole, literally had a crack and a hole in it.
Oh, the build quality.
Yeah, and it was this, I was kind of bummed. The threads, there's certain things that just kind of slacked on Edelbrock's side.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, so I'm usually a Holly guy, keep that in mind, but everywhere around me they just stock Edelbrock stuff. So Pet Boys, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, they're like, let's just keep this up. And pandemic, I don't want to drive out to my local race shops like Hawaii Racing or Team C in LA.
I don't know carbs too much, but I know the brand Edelbrock, so I would have thought Edelbrock would be better. I mean, there was a point, I guess, when they were really good, but now their quality.
Yeah, the quality was kind of sad.
After seeing that, I was like, wow.
And so, like I said, this is still a great product. Bolt-on power, blah blah, fine. I'm still a huge Holly fan, or even a Demon fan. Demons, especially if you get an old Barry Grant, you usually have to go through them and make sure that you're getting it set up more towards your motor. Hollies, I love Hollies to death, so at some point I'll probably buy a bigger Holly and bolt it on the Charger. But right now, since I have the Demon, let's reuse it, let's bolt it back on and all that fun stuff. So anyway, I know there's a lot of stuff we're going to talk about, but we are excited.
Yep.
Car projects are moving along. Like I said, the next one will be pretty much these three guys. We'll get this all set up, installed on the El Camino.
Still got the roof project on the El Camino.
And then the Charger project will be coming around the corner as well. So we'll have the Demon, pretty much going through the Demon, bolting that in. Before that though, we'll be showing you guys how we're replacing the trunk. And the trunk is actually going on right now. How we're actually doing the trunk and getting that all welded in and all that fun stuff.
Still need
the floor pan of the trunk, I should say. Sorry guys. So it's, and rear panel, brand new lower rear balance. Tail light section is fine, so I'm not touching that. But these are big projects.
Exciting,
so here obviously, actually from what you're seeing here, we're welding the rear quarter on the El Camino and on the front fender and all that fun stuff. So
this part's done.
So anyway, don't forget to check out those videos. We'll make a playlist for you guys for El Camino stuff, just so you guys can just watch all the El Camino videos. I think right now we're at 3. So we'll get that all set up for you guys, so you guys can go and check those out. But anyway, see you later. Deuces. Thank you for watching.
Smash that like.
Smash the like.
Scroll to the bottom right, hit that subscribe.
Subscribe, especially if you love our videos. If you want to see more great content, you want to see what we're doing and how we're gonna do it. Track days that are gonna be coming once we get the El Camino fully up and operational. See what it's gonna do against the G35 here. G.
Once the suspension's done online.
Yes, I know. So suspension has coming. And don't forget,
follow us, Facebook, Instagram, in the description. Just click the link and click follow.
And go.
Alright.
Anyway, see you guys
later.
Thanks for watching.
Peace.
I'm on my own, broken to love.